Good morning, students. I'm back again with English literature and this time again drama, The Merchant of Venice, Act 1, Scene 2, which we had not completed last week. So class 9 and class 10, for both of you. Students of class 9 watching, please tell students of class 10 to tune in to this. And class 10 students, if you're here, tell class 9 students also to join in and have your books, notebooks ready, because I'll be dictating some reference to context after I finish completing this text. Act 1, Scene 2. We've seen how Melissa and Portia are discussing about the suitors who have come to win Portia's hand in marriage after the lottery of caskets. And Melissa, one by one, is naming the people who are there, and comments are being given by Portia. Melissa: you need not fear, lady, that having any of these lords, they have acquainted me with their determinations, which is indeed to return to their home and to trouble you with no more suit, unless you may be won by some other sort than your father's imposition, depending on the caskets. So Melissa tells her, Madam, you need not be worried having to marry any of these lords who have come. They have informed me of their decision to go back to their homes and to trouble you no more with their suits, unless you are won by no other hand except the one imposed by your father. That is, by choosing the correct casket. Portia: if I live to be as old as Sibla, I will die as chaste as Diana, unless I be obtained by the manner of my father's will. I am glad this parcel of words are so reasonable, for there is not one among them but I dote on his very absence, and I pray God grant them a fair departure. Portia, as you have seen earlier also, she is not at all interested, because she has her hands tied. She is helpless. She cannot choose. Person who chooses the casket, the right one, he is the one who is entitled to marry her. So she says, if I were to live as long as the ancient Sibla, I would rather die a virgin like Diana. If I am not won by the method laid down in my father's will, I am glad that this crowd of suitors is very reasonable, and there is none among them whose absence I really regret. I also pray to God so that they have a very decent and happy return journey. Melissa: do you not remember, lady, in your father's time, a Venetian, a scholar, and a soldier that came hither in company of the Marquis of Montferrat? Then Melissa tells her, Madam, do you remember, in your father's time, when your father was alive, a Venetian, a scholar, and a soldier had come in the company of the Marquis of Montferrat? Portia: yes, it was Bassanio, I think, so was he called. Melissa: true, madam, he, of all the men that ever my foolish eyes looked upon, was the best deserving of fair lady. Yes, madam, of all those people, foolish people who have come here to see you, he seemed to be the most deserving to win a fair lady. Portia: I remember him well, and I remember him worthy of thy praise. I remember him very well, and I remember him to be worthy of your praise. He is worth it. Then a servant enters. How now, what news? Hello, what is the news? Servant: the 4 strangers seek for you, madam, to take their leave, and there is a forerunner come from a 5th, the Prince of Morocco, who brings word the prince's master will be here tonight. So the servant has come, and he informs that 4 visitors have come. They wish to see you as well as to take your leave. Then there is a messenger from a 5th, the Prince of Morocco. He brings the news that the prince's master will be here by tonight. Portia: if I could bid the 5th welcome with so good heart as I can bid the other 4 farewell, I should be glad of his approach. If he have the condition of a saint and the complexion of a devil, I had rather he should strive me than wive me. So Portia says, if I could welcome the 5th suitor, that is the Prince of Morocco, as gladly as I did farewell to the other 4, I should be happy to hear of his arrival. If he has the virtues of a saint, but the dark complexion of a devil, I would prefer that he hears my religious confession rather than he marries me. Then she says, come, Melissa, Sarah, go before, whilst we shut the gate upon one wooer, another knocks at the door. Come on, Melissa. Then tells the attendant, go ahead of us As we shut the gates on one suitor, another knocks at the door, another one is coming. So that is the end of Act 1, Scene 2. Now, students, please note down reference to context. These are important. And one more thing, as you watch, I would request you to record this so that in case you miss any line, you can note down later. Alright? So, take out your notebooks. Reference to context from Act 1, Scene 2. Again, I repeat, please take out your notebooks and start noting down reference to context from Act 1, Scene 2. And in case you miss out, record the whole thing so that later you can find out what you missed out and note down again. Read the extract given below and answer the questions that follow. RTC 1. Portia. Oh, me, comma, the word choose, CHOOSE, within inverted commas, exclamation mark. I may neither, NEITHER, dot, 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 will of a dead father. Question 1. Where are Portia and Nerissa? Question mark. Why are they there? Answer. Portia and Nerissa were in a room in Portia's house in Belmont. They were present there to discuss the initial terms of Portia's dead father's will, which had made Portia weary of the world around her. Many suitors came to Portia, but she couldn't choose any of them by herself, as it would not fulfill the condition given in her father's will. Question 2. State in your own words what Portia means by, within inverted commas, the will of a living daughter. The will of a living daughter, inverted commas closed, CURBED, by, again within inverted commas, the will of a dead father, within inverted commas, the will of a dead father, inverted commas closed, full stop. Answer 2. Shakespeare, capital SHAKESPEARE, has used a pun. A pun is a double meaning on will, WILL, within inverted commas, very aptly in these lines. Full stop. Portia says that the will of a living daughter, within bracket, right, which means her wishes, bracket closed, are controlled by the legal will of a dead father, comma, which means her father's testaments, TESTAMENTS, full stop. She cannot choose her husband according to her wishes, but must follow her father's will to inherit, INHERIT, the fortune left behind by him. Question 3. Immediately after this extract, comma, what reasons does Nerissa, capital NERISSA, give to Portia to justify, within inverted commas, the will of a dead father, inverted commas closed, question mark. Second part. Do you think that the justification proved correct? Do you think that the justification proved correct? Question mark. Give reasons for your answer. Answer 3. Portia's father had made a will that Portia could not choose her own husband, but her husband must win her by choosing the right casket out of 3. Full stop. Nerissa defended Portia's father by saying that he was a virtuous, virtuous man, and such people got odd ideas, ODD ideas, on their deathbeds. Full stop. She also assured Assured her that her father devised the will so that Portia would get a man who deserved her and no one else. Full stop. It proved correct as Portia got married to Bassanio, capital Bassanio, comma, the man she loved. Question 4. Towards the end of the scene, scene, comma, Portia affirms, affirms, that she must abide, abide, by, within inverted commas, the will of a dead father, inverted commas closed, full stop. What does she say? Question mark. Second part. From what she says, comma, what opinion do you form, FORM, of her? Question mark. Answer 4. Portia says that even if she lived like Sibylla, capital Sibylla, capital Sibylla, comma, a mythological woman, mythological, I repeat, mythological woman with a very long life, comma, she would die a virgin, virgin, like Diana, capital Diana, comma, the goddess, Goddess of virginity, capital Virginity, comma, unless someone won her according to her father's will. Full stop. Her words and determination, determination, to follow her father's will show that she respected her father's wishes very much. Full stop. She was a caring daughter who did not want to go against her father even after his death. Question 5. Earlier, comma, in what way did Nerissa try to cheer Portia? Question mark. Second part. What was Portia's reaction to what Nerissa had said? Question mark. Answer 5. Portia says that she has grown tired of the world. Full stop. Nerissa tells Portia that she would surely be miserly, miserly, if her problems were as abundant, abundant, as her fortunes. But that was not so. Full stop. Nerissa further claims that she has seen people that have too much, much suffering, like all others who have nothing. Full stop. To be happy, comma, one must try to live comfortably, comfortably, between the two TWO extremes, extremes, comma, that is I full stop, E full stop, comma, riches, RICHES, and poverty, POVERTY, comma, meaning that having moderate, MODERATE means is preferable, PREFERABLE, full stop. Portia says that the words were nice and very aptly said. Full stop. However, comma, she feels that one is not able to apply them to life in reality. Then come to RTC2. This is the last one. Portia says, if I live to be as old as Sibla, very important this one is. If I live to be as old as Sibla, capital SIBYLLA, dot dot dot, grant them a fair departure. Grant them a fair departure. DEPARTURE. Question 1. Why does Portia say that she would, within inverted commas, die as chaste, CHASTE, as Diana, capital DIANA, inverted commas close, question mark. Answer 1. Diana, comma, according to Roman, capital R, mythology, MYTHOLOGY, comma, is the goddess of chastity, capital GODDESS, of chastity, capital CHASTITY, full stop. Portia mentions her name, saying that she will die a virgin like Diana if no suitor is able to fulfill the condition of her father's will. That means if nobody is able to choose the right casket, she will die a virgin like Diana. Question 2. Why is Portia unsettled? One word, UNSETTLED, by the attention, ATTENTION, of the wooers, WOOERS, that have the intention, INTENTION, of marrying, MARRYING, her, question mark. Answer 2. There have been many suitors, SUITORS, who have tried to win Portia, full stop. However, comma, many of them have not tried to choose any of the caskets, as the hazards, HAZARDS, of failing are very high, full stop. Portia considers herself fortunate, FORTUNATE, enough, because none of the suitors linger around her, and also she does not like any of them. Question 3. What does Nerissa say to cheer her up? I repeat, what does Nerissa say to cheer, CHEER, her up? Question mark. Second part. How does she prove to be a good companion? COMPANION? Question mark. Answer 3. Nerissa is a comforting ally, ALLY, of Portia. Full stop. She knows that the casket test haunts, HAUNTS, Portia, comma, for she fears that some non-deserving, DESERVING, suitor, SUITOR, might be lucky and win her, full stop. Nerissa says that she need not worry about any of the suitors whom she doesn't like, comma, as many of them dare, DARE, not take the test, full stop. Nerissa proves to be a good companion who tries to make Portia see the brighter side of things. Question 4. Whom does Nerissa mention next that lifts Portia's spirits up? Question mark. Was he the right suitor for Portia? Question mark? Answer. As the scene is about to end, comma, narrator mentions a man that came to Belmont when Portia's father was alive. Full stop. It was none other than Bassanio. Full stop. She praises him and says that he was the only man Nerissa found deserving of her mistress. Full stop. Portia mentions that she remembers him very well and thinking about him elates, E-L-A-T-E-S, her spirits. Last question, number 5. Explain the words, comma, within inverted commas, if I live to be as old as Sibla, S-I-B-Y-L-L-A, inverted commas, close, full stop. Very important this is. Answer 5. Sibla, capital S-I-B-Y-L-L-A, refers, R-E-F-E-R-S, to Sibyl, capital S-I-B-Y-L, of Cumae, capital C-U-M-A-E, full stop. According to Roman, capital R-O-M-A-N, mythology, M-Y-T-H-O-L-O-G-Y, Sibyl, S-I-B-Y-L, was a prophetess, P-R-O-P-H-E-T-E-S-S, full stop. Sibyl of Cumae, S-I-B-Y-L, of Cumae, capital C-U-M-A-E, was granted by Apollo, capital A-P-O-L-L-O, comma, a Roman, capital R, God, capital G, comma, as many years of life as there were sand grains she held in her hand. As many years of life as there were sand grains she held in her hand. Full stop. Portia also refers to her as a traditional, T-R-A-D-I-T-I-O-N-A-L, old woman. Full stop. Portia means to say that she would grow old as Sibla, capital S-I-B-Y-L-L-A, and die a virgin, but not marry a man who is not able to win her through the conditions laid down, L-A-I-D, down, by the will of her father. That then was Act 1, Scene 2. Act 1, Scene 3, next day I will do. In the meantime, please record it so that you can note down anything if you have missed out anything. Class 9 and Class 10. Those watching from Class 9, inform Class 10, and those of Class 10 watching, inform Class 9 students that I am doing the same thing. It will be of great help to those who have completed once in Class 9. Now they are in 10. Please note down. It will be of great help. Thank you very much.